You cannot serve both God and mammon. The word says no one can serve two masters, for he will either hate one and love the other, or he will be loyal to the first and look down on the second. You cannot at the same time serve God and money or mammon. My dear friends, always remember Satan is a distractor, deceiver. Sin is hamartia, where you lose your focus. Missing the focus, target is hamartia. And metanoia is shub, or metanoia is having a U-turn. You get back to your focus. It's important that you realize devil will always serve you with a better attracted thing in your life. So the moment you have, like the thorny bushes in the soil, when in the parable of sower, thorns would definitely overcome the seeds. So in the same way, you cannot serve God and mammon simultaneously, because you will at a point, mammon is so attractive, more appealing, attractive, and it is deceiving. So if the mammon, what is not God's, will definitely cheat you. So you fall for that. The moment you serve your master, moment you serve the mammon, you become enslaved to that. So it becomes your security. So in security, what would happen? The moment you lose it, you lose the control of yourself. The moment you depend on it, the fear will creep into your heart. So first, the evil one will attract you with mammon. The moment you begin to serve money, you will be, insecurity would definitely hit you. So in that way, you become insecure. So fear, worry will automatically come in your way. And then what happens? You are so worried about it, and you are so distracted, and you lose the peace of mind. That's why the Lord is saying today, therefore I tell you, do not be worried about food or drink or anything, clothes or anything else. You don't have to worry, because the pagans would worry about them, because pagans are the people who are not connected. We are children of God. Children, they have a father. Pagans, they are paupers, they are beggars. There's no connection with the father. So that's paganism. Exactly. So the moment you become a pagan, you lose the connection with the father, that you become a son or daughter of God. Then you have to worry, because pagans do so. Father would definitely look after the child, and he's enough. That's why the Lord is saying, first search the kingdom and the rest will follow. You being a child of God, you depend on God, depend on Him, and He will look after you. He knows you. But then, of course, you have to search. You have to search Him, desire Him, and the rest will follow. Because He's a Father. He's not a judge, my dear friends. So in the first reading we find how St. Paul says about the dagger in the flesh. And he was worried. He was worried. And then he prays 3 times to remove the dagger. It is like Satan's angel. The dagger really pricked his heart. It really disturbed. But then, the moment he went with prayer, he was praying to God 3 times. I mean, it's a complete prayer. But then God said in return, lest I become proud of myself, then Lord, 3 times I prayed to the Lord, that it leave me. But he answered, my grace is enough for you. My great strength is revealed in your weakness. That's God's answer. He was worried about it. And God does not take away the problem. Rather, He gives the strength to bear the problem. It depends on how you depend on Him. The way you depend on Him will definitely give you the strength. How you depend on God. That's exactly that should be your way of life. That should be your journey, my dear friends. So that's the calling today. The Lord is asking you to depend, don't worry. And St. Paul says, this happens after his prayer and God answered him. Then he is saying, of that man I indeed boast, but of myself I will not boast except of my weakness. That lesson he learned from this dagger in his flesh. If I wanted to boast, I would not be foolish of me, for I would speak the truth. However, I better give up lest somebody think more of me than what is seen in me or heard from me. So it's a temptation to give yourself, to get people to yourself than to God. Lest I become proud after so many and extraordinary revelations, I was given a thorn in my flesh, true messenger of Satan, to slap me in the face. 3 times I prayed to the Lord that it leave me, but He answered. So it is given to inflict, put down that pride inside St. Paul because of the revelations of God. So after all, that thorn, what the very fact of worrying is different now. He realized why that problem is there. He realized that this thorn in the flesh has a meaning, that it will help my pride. My proud way of doing things will be crushed down because of this pain, this thorn in the flesh, my dear friends. So that's the journey the Lord is speaking today. Don't worry. Don't ever worry, because He's your Father. Look at the birds, look at the flowers, look, and you will definitely see how the Father look after the nature. And you are the highest being in the nature. He will look after you definitely. But the problem lies, the moment you begin to serve mammon, you will lose that serenity. You will lose that peace. The moment you serve money, you will be enslaved and you will be lost, my dear friends. That's exactly why the Lord is saying, no, you cannot serve God and mammon together. You have only one master, He is Yahweh, our God, and He's a beloved Abba, Father, who look after you all the time, my dear friends. Amen. May God bless you.